So good day everyone. So I'm going to discuss the video theory wherein the cultural studies, biographical criticism, psychological, psychoanalytic Freudian theory, archetype, mythological theory, reader response, and eco-criticism. So first is I will going to discuss the cultural studies. So it is a theoretical perspective that focuses on how culture is influenced by powerful dominant groups. So it is aligned with the politics of identity mainly among culture, race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, and other markers of an identity. Important theory culture studies is hegemony, which is a term used to describe the dominance or authority that one group or culture has over others. Like example, cultural studies can be used to analyze media text such as films, televisions, shows, advertisements, and news articles. So it helps in examining how these texts shape and reflect cultural values, ideologies, and power dynamics. So, education and pedagogy like cultural studies can inform educational practices by promoting critical thinking, cultural awareness, and social justice. So, next is biographical criticism. So, it is refers to the biographical approach to literary criticism. Like means it look at the specific biographies of both personal but also political and larger world events and how those events had an effects on works. So it is a form of literary criticism where the life beliefs and experiences of the author are used to better understand and interpret their work. So, example, to apply biographical criticism, research the author's life, dig into the author's life, read the work carefully, like read the literary work you're analyzing with care, pay attention to the themes, characters, and plot. Draw connection, like drawing connection between the author's life and their work. Or write your analysis. It's time to write your analysis. Let's discuss the connections you've found and explain how they enhance the understanding of the work. So next is the psychological or psychoanalytic by the Freudian theory. So taking the ideas of psychology and applying them to literature. Psychology is all about human motivation, like two ways to focus our psychological reading of text. Like focus on the author talks about how the text reveals the psychology of the author. Or focus on the characters, what motivates the characters perform the action they do, or what the character is going inside the character's mind. Like example, psychological theories can be used to analyze and interpret the thoughts, emotion, and behavior of literary characters. So next is archetype mythological theory. So archetype theory, also known as mythological theory, is a concept developed by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. It suggests that there are universal recurring patterns or themes in human behavior, thoughts, and emotion that are present in the collective unconscious of all individuals. So these patterns are called archetypes. So archetypes are symbolic representation of certain characteristics, situation, or themes that are deeply rooted in the human psyche. They can be found in myths, fairy tales, folklore, and religious texts from different cultures throughout history. So some common archetypes include the hero, the wise old man, the trickster, the mother, and the shadow. So according to Jung, archetypes serve as the framework for understanding and interpreting the world around us. So they influence our thoughts, feelings, actions, and can shape our personal and collective identities. So, example is analyzing literary works, films, and other narratives through the lens of archetypal characters, symbols, and plot structures, like identifying universal themes, motifs, and patterns that transcend cultural boundaries. So next is reader response, focuses on the individual reaction and interpretation of the text by the reader, as it is proposed that only the reader can give a text sufficient meaning. Like reader response theory emphasizes the importance of dialogue and discuss among readers. So it is engaging in conversation about literary work can enrich the reading experience and broaden perspective. So readers can share their interpretations, insight, and questions, like leader to a deeper exploration of the text and themes. So next is eco-criticism. So it is a literary and cultural theory that examines the relationship between literary culture and the environment. So it explores how literature and other forms of culture expression shape and reflect our understanding of the natural world, environmental issues, and our place within it. So eco-criticism also investigate the ways in which human activities impact the environment and how this concern and represented in literature. Like example, eco-criticism analyzes literary texts with a focus on the representation of nature, environment, and ecological concern. Like it also examines how authors depict the natural world, environmental crisis, relationship, and the impact of human activities on the environment.